Now, from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU8 Sports.
Hey everyone, coming into Saturday's action, the Royals are red hot, having won 4 in a row, the 4th win coming last night against the Cardinals. No Pujols for St. Louis this season, but no problem. The Redbirds are 4th in the majors in runs scored. But the Cardinal bats have been a bit cold of late as St. Louis has scored just 14 runs in the last 7 games. Joe Kelly making his second major league start, and he would have some major drama. His top first, runners on first and second, no outs, and Eric Hosmer lines it back at Kelly. Kelly throws it to first, gets it back, and then he's going to throw it to second. And Kelly and the Cards think they have a triple play as they walk off the field. But Royals manager Ned Yost, he's going to come out to argue, and Yost gets his way as the umpires say Kelly caught it off the bounce, and runners are put on second and third with just 1 out. Mike Matheny, of course, he doesn't like the call. He's thrown out of the game. The play happened so fast there was no definite replay. But maybe Mike Matheny woke up the Cardinal bats as they would come alive in the bottom of the first. Matt Holliday hammers it to Big Mac land. A 2-run homer. Mark McGwire hit his fair share of homers over there. The Cards are up 2-1. Later in the inning, Yadier Molina hits a 2-run home run of his own, and St. Louis is up 4-1. In the 4th, Mike Moustakas, the Moose, he homers to right. That one's deep, and it's down the line. The Royals are now down just 6-2. Moustakas was 3 for 5 with 4 RBI in the afternoon. In the 7th, bases loaded, no outs, and Casey's Alcides Escobar singles to right. He's thrown out at second by Beltran, but 2-run score, and Kansas City comes back to take a 7-6 lead. But the Cards come right back in the bottom of the frame as Matt Holliday keeps his hot bat going. He singles to right. Daniel Descalso scores, and we're not at even at 7. Holliday was 4 for 5 with 4 RBI and was just a triple shy of the cycle. 2 batters later, Yadier Molina says, "No more of this tie business," as he singles to center for call, and Holliday come around to score. Cards up 9-7. Molina finishes 2 for 4 with 4 RBI, and the Cards win 10-7. Quarterfinals of the Francis Hagen Match Play Championship today at Lake of the Woods. The field of 64 down to just 8, and that's what they're playing for. The hot name so far has been recent Rockbridge grad Will Eckelmeyer. He birdied 4 straight holes on the front 9, including this one at the 4th to put him up 2. 9th hole, Eckelmeyer birdies again, beats opponent David Watson 7 and 5. Good news for Tiger fans. He's headed to Mizzou in the fall. As for who he'd play in the semis, the 25th seed Tim Parkinson nearly birdies 14th, but no big deal. His iron play kept him steady the whole day. The other semifinalists are Brian Lillefold and Dan Frost. The semis and the final are tomorrow morning and afternoon.
I feel like I'm playing with house money. You know, I'm 25 seed. I'm not supposed to be here. So I'm just going to have a great time with it, looking forward to a great match. And I know I've got the game, if I'm playing well, that I can beat anybody out here.
The number 14 has been tough on Tiger Woods. Woods has been stuck on 14 majors since his last major win in the 2008 U.S. Open. 14, also the number of different players that have won the last 14 majors. But Woods was the co-leader heading into Saturday's action at the 2012 U.S. Open. And there is Tiger, but one of the other co-leaders into action today was Jim Furyk. Furyk birdies the 7th hole to take the outright lead. Tiger would struggle early on, as on the 8th hole, he's going to miss the easy putt for par. Tiger bogeys 4 of the first 8 holes, but Tiger comes back on the 9th hole with a birdie putt. And how about 17-year-old Bo Hessler, as we see Tiger here, and here's Hessler. He's just 17, folks. He birdies the long putt. He's currently tied for 8th. And how about some youth? A seasoned vet, Ernie Els, on the 17th with an eagle chip. Els is still in it. Right now, 1 under. Furyk and McDonald are tied at 1 under. The final round is tomorrow. Columbia's Carl Edwards is 11th in the Sprint Cup standings. Tomorrow, Edwards will look to move into the top 10 at the Quicken Loans 400. Qualifying for the race was earlier today, and Edwards had engine issues in his warm-up lap, and his car was not up to speed. Carl aborts the race and will start 43rd tomorrow. Marcus Ambrose had no issues with his engine as he wins the pole with speeds over 203 miles per hour. The Quicken Loans 400 starts at 11 tomorrow morning and will be televised on TNT. Mizzou's move to the SEC will be official July 1st, and the Tiger baseball team finished up Big 12 play in style, winning the conference tournament. But the move to the top of the SEC may be tough, as 3 of the 8 teams in this year's College World Series are members of the mighty SEC. One of those rivals is Mizzou's rival to be Arkansas. Today, the Razorbacks took on Kent State. And there's a familiar face. Mike Anderson, former Tiger basketball coach, now coaching Arkansas. In the first, after 3 walks by Kent State pitcher David Starn, Brian Anderson hits it back at Starn. Starn throws his glove at the ball, but is unable to come up with the play. Arkansas takes a 1-0 lead without hitting the ball out of the infield. But in the second, Jake Wise hits it way out of the infield, over the wall for a solo home run. 2-0 Razorbacks, and Arkansas beats Kent State 8-1. Cinderella Kent State is 1 loss away from elimination. The other 2 SEC teams in the College World Series are squaring off right now as number 1 Florida is taking on 2-time defending champions South Carolina. It would be a pitcher's duel early, but in the bottom of the 3rd, Florida's Preston Tucker doubles to left to get the scoring started. Right now, Florida's up 2-0 in the 4th. And that's sports. Back to the birthday boy, Garrett.
Well, some people play games on their cell phone on a trip to a museum. Now, some cell phone games are going big time, being displayed in a museum.